Oh, hello, and welcome to another today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. October 6th edition, all day. And today, what happened? 1895, H.C. Spear was born, who is responsible for bringing recording technology to Louisiana and the Delta region, where all sorts of Delta blues performers were able to put down their tracks in really not like recording technology was quite primitive back then anyway, and here you are like kind of in the middle of nowhere with even less technology at your disposal. So a lot of this content was just like a single microphone in the middle of the room, and so therefore like you would need to, even like, I think just in general recording technology back then, they would put like the louder instruments further away and the softer instruments closer up, so that way it would all kind of, you're not mixing it ever, you're just like placing people in proximity to the microphone in ways to like try to have it balanced in some form or another. But when you're talking about like 1920s and 30s blues stuff, it's very often just like a guy in a guitar, the guy doing his own percussion. And so my thought is that what has lived down through the ages was almost like somebody's demo tape that like you'd make in your own room or something like that, rather than like how these songs were intended to be performed with a full band, a boogie woogie piano, an upright bass, a rhythm guitar, various other instruments, because for the sake of the technology available to them in the area at the time, this was a way to just kind of like commemorate or whatever, record the song. And in reality, this stuff was like the soundtrack for a raging dance party, and was, for all intents and purposes, rock and roll. A lot of that is in this wonderful book here, specifically on Charlie Patton, but here's a picture of H.C. Spear. If you can see that. Perhaps. Yeah. And here are some of those raging dance parties at Dockery Farm. Again, if you can see that. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah. Find this book. It's wonderful. I don't know how much of it is like wishful thinking, but I'm all for wishful thinking. Carole Lombard, born today, 1908, a wonderful pre-code era film comedienne, who also was in a horror film called Supernatural, which has absolutely beautiful one-sheet artwork attached to it. Coulda, shoulda, woulda pulled out that book to show you later, or show you now, but it ain't happening. Is it? Yeah, sure, I'll grab it. From the wonderful Ron Borst Graven Images book. I have spent so much time with this book, just poring over it. It is wonderful. I think this is like my introduction. What was it? Here we go. Look at this. Need I say more? Don't think so. The film Destiny premiered today, 1921. A tragically overlooked Fritz Lang movie, very early in his career. Apparently, it was so impactful to a young Alfred Hitchcock that it inspired him to make films of his own. It's got everything you want in it. in like this Arabian Nights type situation with like a flying carpet, and it's kind of like a anthology collection of this couple, and I think the husband dies or the boyfriend, and so the grieving widow winds up like going up directly to death's door, literally, who like lives in this giant castle, and like demands an audience with death to argue for the return of her partner. And it just goes from there. It's like a wonderful sci-fi, not sci-fi, but a fantasy, supernatural film. Destiny, 1921. I don't know what else you got to do on October 6th. Oh wait, maybe I do. Navajeros premiered today, 1980. This is Eloy de la Iglesia's first of the 3 Kinky films featured in Severin Films' Kinky collection. Not spelt the way you think. Quinqui, Kinky. Which I guess these are like juvenile delinquent movies, post Franco Spain, where it's almost like Clockwork Orange without like the Kubrick design work, obviously, but like drugs and mayhem and violence and gangs and juvenile delinquents. Awesome stuff. And I didn't, like all 3 of these movies and a bunch of his other ones, I didn't know any of this at all. And I love finding new stuff that like you think you know it all. The answer is you don't. So yeah, twists and turns along the way, I am here for. And this was really good. You should this is all streaming too, I think, but like these movies, Navajeros, El Pico, and El Pico 2 on this collection, and what else did he do? Cannibal Man, I guess, falls into this category, kind of. A couple others. Everything I've seen has been great, but yeah, these 3 in particular, yeah, somewhere between like The Warriors and Clockwork Orange. There you go, October 6th. The whole day. That's what we got. Rock and roll, blues, classic films, wonderful cult films never unearthed before, or just, sit home and rot. Those are your options. From us to you, till tomorrow.